In the evening hours of 2023, two federal agents on a routine operation spotted something hovering in the dark sky. It was a massive, ball-shaped object glowing bright orange. As they watched, this apparent mothership began dropping smaller, red spherical lights from its base. 2 years later, a senior intelligence official took a helicopter back to that exact same undisclosed location. They found another orb suspended just above the ground. But when the helicopter approached, the object instantly jumped 20 miles away, outrunning the military aircraft in a matter of seconds. Trained federal agents provided sworn testimony regarding these encounters, which now form part of a massive new data dump. The U.S. Department of War recently published 162 previously classified files, complete with videos, photographs, and transcripts of similar sightings. These objects routinely take 90-degree turns at incredible speeds, defying the basic laws of inertia and physics. If no known aircraft on Earth can pull off these maneuvers, the question remains what exactly the United States government is tracking. To understand the scope of what is happening, we have to leave Earth's atmosphere. During the Gemini 7 mission in 1965, astronaut Frank Borman radioed Houston to report a bogey high in his field of view. A bogey is a military term for an unidentified enemy aircraft, and ground control initially assumed he was just looking at his own spacecraft booster. But Borman confirmed the booster was entirely separate from this unknown third object. The mystery followed humanity to the moon. During the Apollo missions, astronauts reported strange flashing lights inside their cabins and across the lunar landing sites. In one photograph taken during Apollo 17, 3 distinct dots hover in a triangular formation above the lunar surface, objects the U.S. government recently conceded could be physical structures. We are talking about the most highly trained observers in human history, operating in the pure vacuum of space. When even they cannot explain what is flying alongside them, it forces a legitimate question. Are we actually looking at extraterrestrial technology? The modern obsession with that question started on June 24, 1947. A pilot named Kenneth Arnold was flying over Washington state when he spotted 9 bright objects moving in a V formation at over 1,200 miles per hour. Arnold told reporters the objects moved the way a saucer would if you skipped it across the water. He was describing their motion, not their shape. The newspapers misunderstood his quote, and the term flying saucer was born. Weeks later, a farmer in Roswell, New Mexico found strange metallic debris scattered across his field. The local Army airfield put out an astonishing press release claiming they had captured a flying disc. Yet by the very next day, the military completely reversed their story, insisting the debris was nothing more than a weather balloon. That retraction ignited a global hysteria. By 1952, unexplained objects were swarming the skies over Washington, D.C., showing up on military radar and triggering immense public panic. To manage the chaos, the U.S. government launched Project Blue Book, a decades-long effort to investigate the thousands of sightings pouring in from around the world. It took until the 1990s for the real story to surface. The Air Force finally declassified a program called Project Mogul, revealing that the Roswell debris came from top-secret spy balloons used to monitor Soviet nuclear tests. As for the supposed alien bodies recovered from the crash site, they were test dummies used in automotive safety experiments. The U.S. government realized something invaluable during the Roswell panic. Allowing the public to believe in a Martian conspiracy created a layer of static that kept highly classified American surveillance technology hidden from the Soviets. Mapping historical UFO sightings from the 1950s, a distinct pattern emerges. Data points cluster heavily around Germany, the Soviet border, and the American Southwest. But in the 2020s, the hotspots shift away from Cold War borders, concentrating instead over Iraq, Syria, and the Indo-Pacific. These sightings track the shifting footprint of the United States military. UFOs consistently appear where America deploys its most advanced monitoring systems and secret aerospace projects. The modern physics-defying objects, like the orange orbs or the football-shaped craft caught on radar, are the 21st century equivalent of Project Mogul. Defense analysts point out that China has already developed high-altitude spy balloons and mothership drones capable of launching swarms of smaller craft, while other adversaries regularly probe U.S. defenses with their own surveillance technology. Even the anomalies in space have rational explanations. Veteran astronauts, including Neil Armstrong, later concluded that the strange lunar flashes were likely stray solar particles striking their eyes, or simply sunlight reflecting off fragments of spacecraft debris. After a comprehensive review of decades of records, the Pentagon's All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office published its definitive conclusion. They found zero evidence of extraterrestrial technology and zero proof of any secret reverse engineering programs. The remaining UFO cases point toward earthly, foreign military technology operating quietly in the shadows. Which brings us to the final question. If the government knows these objects are not aliens, why did they choose to dump 162 context-free files and videos into the public domain? Releasing mysterious, unanalyzed data fuels speculation. Without analysis or context, these files dominate the news cycle and focus public attention on unanswerable questions. Mystery thrives where transparency is absent. By choosing to release these files without analysis, the focus remains on the stars, a horizon that draws attention away from the political and earthly failures on the ground.